welcome to Firefighting in Canada This Week. It's Friday, June 17, 2016. Today's special one-year anniversary edition is brought to you by VFIS of Canada, a division of CVIS Incorporated, Canada's largest insurer of firefighters. I'm Tamar Atik with editor Laura King and assistant editor Maria Church. We're looking back at significant stories from the last 12 months. Firefighter mental health has been prominent. We've reported on the tabling or passing of presumptive legislation in Ontario and New Brunswick. Those provinces join Alberta and Manitoba. As well, many firefighter and fire chief associations are working toward programming to address mental health.
Exactly. The Road to Mental Readiness program is being rolled out in Ontario, Alberta, BC, and New Brunswick, and potentially Nova Scotia. It provides tools for first responders, the mental health continuum we've heard so much about, and the skills to recognize when a colleague needs help. There are others. Vancouver, for example, is using a similar program called Resilient Minds. What's important is the paradigm shift. Firefighters are talking about mental health rather than pretending everyone is okay all the time, and recognizing the need to do everything possible to prevent first responder suicides.
Also, the Canadian Association of Fire Chiefs and the International Association of Firefighters are teaming up to address gaps in mental health support for firefighters. The CAFC has said it hopes to announce an action plan this year, so we'll be tuned in for that.
The Liberal Party of Canada was elected October 19 with a platform that includes funding promises to support first responders. One of those promises is to restore funding for specialized response teams.
That's right. The funding, $15.5 million over 5 years, is forthcoming, I understand, after some details are worked out about semantics and the team's specific roles. The teams are transforming to all-hazard response from strictly search and rescue, and there are likely to be 2 new teams in Quebec and the Maritimes.
Ottawa is also making good on a promise to fund a pilot project to build a national standardized reporting system for fire data. The project is led by the CAFC and the Council of Canadian Fire Marshals and Fire Commissioners. We may hear more about this at the CAFC's Fire Rescue Canada conference in St. John's in September.
The wildfire in Fort McMurray in early May was perhaps the most devastating news we've covered. Thousands of homes were destroyed, including those of 20 Fort McMurray firefighters.
This fire consumed almost 900,000 hectares, but it was finally deemed to have stopped growing earlier this week. Structural firefighters who came from across Alberta and other parts of the country found it particularly challenging to let homes burn around them, knowing they could save only some properties. It will take a while to understand what, if anything, could have been done differently in the early days, but certainly there will be lessons learned.
Our July issue of Canadian Firefighter is a special report on Fort McMurray. We have 3 incredibly compelling first-hand accounts from chiefs and firefighters who are on the ground, and a ton of other exclusive information. Look for the issue in mailboxes and online soon.
That's our show for now from Annex Business Media's Niche TV newsroom. Thank you to our sponsor, VFIS of Canada, a division of CVIS Incorporated. On behalf of all of us here at Niche TV, thanks for watching.